We are now going to do the signal wiring for the Aqualab coming off the M12 connectors going to the AccuPump. You'll want to do these connections before connecting the connectors to the terminal block on the Aqualab. So we just need to open up the AccuPump box, grab your precision screwdriver Phillips head, and we have these pre-identified already. So we are going to start with number 4. And we have our hot and our common. So the hot is the black and the common is the yellow. I've already clipped off the other 3 signal wires, the red, the green, and the white. We do not need to utilize those. So we are going to take our black wire and we are going to put it into the first terminal strip. Tighten down the screw connector. Once it's tight, give it a little tug. We're going to take the common, we're going to put it into the first common port. Tighten down just to hold it in place. We're going to put the common for number 3 in there as well. So we're going to take the 3 and we're going to put our black wire into the terminal strip. Tighten down. Give it a little tug. We're going to loosen up the common a little bit to put the common in for number 3. Tighten that down. Give them both a little tug to make sure everything's good there. So we're going to take number 2 and we are going to put the hot into the terminal strip. Tighten down. Give it a little tug. So we're going to wire the common into the second common over here on the white. Just put it into place slightly down just to make sure it doesn't move. And we're going to take number 1, wire it into the terminal strip. Tighten it down, give it a little tug, and then go with our common into the final one here. So put it into place, tighten it down, give them both a little tug to make sure they're in place, and we have now wired everything up. So that is the final complete product of wiring the M12 connectors from the Aqualab panel to the AccuPump. In this video, we're going to show the signal wiring for the AccuPump for HydroFlex Aqualab retrofit. So what we're going to do is we are going to take the signals off of the terminal block using the M12 connector. So we've created a cable in order to tap into that signal and get that signal right from the panel. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the terminal block. We're going to remove the M12 connector. So this is a number 1 connector. The reason that this is important is the configuration. So the top row has number 1 and the bottom row has number 2 connectors. So we are going to put the connector into place. So have it go into place. It's a little tight back here from a finger standpoint, but thread in the connection. Make sure that it is secure going into that M12 connector. So we're nice and tight going in there. And then we can reconnect the M12 going into the Aqualab. Tighten that down as well. We have 20 foot of signal cable. This is going to go into our AccuPump box, and we'll show that on the later video. So we're going to grab our number 2 cable, take out the M12 connector, and we are going to thread this one in going into the bottom. Make sure that it's nice and tight. Going into the terminal block. We're going to reconnect our M12 connector to the terminal block. And we'll wire this into the AccuPump box. As you can see, we only did 2 here. So for the next 2, we'll do a number 2 cable on the bottom for number 4 and a number 1 cable on the top for number 3. And we'll have our first 4 signals that'll go to this AccuPump box.